My name is Philip Nwafor. I joined DLM in the year 2022, June 15, as a senior analyst. As at then, I was the head of client experience for DLM Asset Management. And I currently work with Citihoms Finance company as a business development manager. What actually inspired me to switch role was my passion for learning and the fact that I wanted to work across the different arms of the company and be grounded in what I do. I love learning. Learning is one of the things that makes me happy. And why I even switched role, I also kept, discovering so many things about myself. And one of the things about Philip is that I'm very, very passionate about what I do. So I needed to increase on my passion. I also needed to, increase on my execution level because I'm a salesperson and I love to sell. So those were the things that actually inspired me when I moved from asset management to Citihoms. I will name it from value to vision. So the reason why I chose from value to vision is that over the years in DLM, I've worked on delivering high-level impact value that has transformed into real-time executed visions. For instance, I was pioneer part of those that formed the DLM Fixed Income Funds, among with other of my colleagues. And I was happy to see that fund rise to the level it is now. So that for me is a value that has been transformed into vision, and many other things I'm currently doing in my present role. So for me, it was more of a teamwork. I was lucky to have a great team that I worked under. Worked with the former head of asset management, George Anegbunem, also worked with Mary, and it was quite a fantastic team. What we did is that we met a fund that was at that level, it was 700,000. That was what the fund was performing at that point by value of the money that was invested in the fund. And as at the time I was leaving DLM Asset Management, that fund, through our collective responsibility, had moved to almost $1 billion plus. And I could remember in 2023, we won the best performing fund through Nairametrics. That for me wasn't just a value added journey, it was more of a vision accomplished task. DLM has shaped me in many ways, but one of the most fantastic ways DLM has shaped how I approach work, leadership, and life, passion for execution. So one of the things I learned in DLM here is to always prioritize excellence and integrity. For you to thrive in DLM, you must be highly passionate about what you do. And those were the things that made me climb to where I am today. So I would say again that DLM has shaped me into being a resilient person, hardworking, and someone who will set a goal and exceed that goal. So one of the things that I can be proud at any time, anywhere about DLM is excellent culture. DLM is an environment where you can truly grow. One of the other things is DLM you will learn how to push yourself beyond the borders. When I mean beyond the borders, DLM will push you out of your comfort zone if you have a willing spirit. And again, I will say I've learned how to work as a team player. I've learned how to work as an execution-oriented person. And I also learned how to navigate the market currently. Things I would have done was to prioritize mentorship early enough, and that is very interesting because, you know, when you're properly mentored, you kick the ball rolling immediately. But notwithstanding, I will say that if I'm to start all over again, my passion is something I know that I will improve on it, despite being very passionate about what I do currently. Okay, so when I mean passion, I actually mean passion for learning, which I started up that passion for learning late last year, and I can say as I speak now, I just finished my MBA exam, which I should have my MBA certificate before the end of this year. I was honored as a honorary senior member of Chartered Institute of Bankers. These were the things I wasn't really prioritizing initially, but now I became a fellow of Credit Risk Management UK. Also became a fellow of Portfolio Management Institute, and I also started off my PhD, which I should also be finishing in a couple of maybe next year per year. So these were the things my passion wasn't really prioritizing. I was prioritizing more on execution, and I was prioritizing more on the job, which was very good. But lately, I started balancing the whole thing. So if I'm to start off again, I would prioritize mentorship, like I said in the beginning, and to balance my career and execution. One is that you must love yourself, because you can't give what you don't have. Encourage yourself at every point, because no matter how someone encourages you, that inner boost which you give yourself what drives you to your daily activities. You must build on the passion to win. Do not accept failure. Failure is not an option. For me, show me a task and I'll get it done. Getting it done is not by my power, but by consistently failing and improving on myself. Maybe that 10th attempt could be the win. Don't give up on yourself. Become whom you're supposed to be by consistently delivering value. Just like I said, the title of the movie that I shared here is From Value to Vision. Be a vision-oriented person from value.